Hello everybody, welcome back. Finishing my week one off with a ARCA Menards series race here from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Proving why I came back to run this series and staying in this because I screwed qualifying up badly. Just lost it out of turn 4 on lap 1. Couldn't keep it in control. Reset, and then lap 2 just got slightly tight off of turn 2 and just barely dragged the wall. Gave myself a 0x and disallowed that lap. So we are starting 20th out of 22. First car to not turn time. Guess the only good news is I'm car number 18, so I'm not expected to move very forward. Yeah, I would say a top 15 is going to feel like a good finish, and if I can get anywhere near a top half finish, that'll definitely feel very good. I believe the 10 car did not qualify and left the session, so
P20.
just gonna try to do what I can. 35 laps, pretty standard mile and a half race length here. This is the second race
in the outside column.
Second time slot, so I would assume the first one had a stronger strength of field. I think I would have made it, but it would have made it tough to get into the late model stock series, so I'll take a look at strength of fields and see
You need to close the gap to the guy ahead.
if I want to run this before late model stock each week, or if I want to run late model stock afterwards. This is the last D1. 3Ds get me my $10 in iRacing credits for participation for a season, and with them being no cautions, in theory the race goes a little bit quicker. Other side too is I think this is probably one of the best learning cars for me for NASCAR series. I think a lot I learn in here translates very well to both trucks and Xfinity. So I think it's a good one for me to stay in and really hone on trying to be one of the best in it. I know top guys are really good, so it's really hard to get to them, but I think just staying here and improving my skills before moving up is a much better use of my time if I'm only going to run a few series. So we'll get ready to roll. Just going to take it easy, try to find a balance between tire saving as well as trying to make it by some traffic.
Go, go, go.
Not the best start, but
What are you doing, man?
also not too worried about
Line, you got one.
people getting by me. Just let everybody fan it out. Do have Colton in this race. Love watching him. It's a really good blend of speed with respect and clean, so glad to run with him. It's been a while since I've gotten to.
Still there.
You're definitely not going to drive the car anywhere near as hard as I was in qualifying. Just trying to keep the tires sliding to a minimum. Like I said, I don't want to get hung up too much, lose track of the rest of the field, but I also don't want to kill my tires either.
On your right.
Trying to get to the inside of the 17.
Hold your line.
Maybe a little bit of contact there.
Right side. He's still there. Outside line's clear.
Just there in the middle of 3 and 4. 20's going to get a run to the inside of the 17 as well.
The leader's just done a 31.
21's looking to the inside of the 15.
You got one inside.
20's going to drive it harder than I would like
The guy in
to.
front is Anderson.
Only thing I can hope for is that
Keep it steady. Still
he
there.
gets by me, I'll catch him
He's
later
still
on.
there. Keep digging.
For now, we're
Still
just
there.
going to let him go.
Still there. Still there.
And if he can drive better and still save tires
Still
than
there.
me, then he deserves to be by me.
Inside's clear. Coming up on the inside.
That's your best
Front
lap in the
3 have
session.
single filed out. Mostly single file up ahead, but still got a couple 2-wide battles. So, trying to keep my eyes peeled for any contact that might happen. The new damage model updates on this car.
Is leading the
You
race.
don't want to take any contact at all. Maybe this is all the pace I'm gonna have, and I'm not actually gonna be able to catch anybody. Just have to see. 20's pushing to the inside of the 15.
Your last lap time was at 31.56.
17 running pretty close to the same lap times as I am. Slightly, about 100th faster. Like I said. I'm stuck in the back. If I want to go forward, I've gotta push the pace, but pushing the pace too hard is also going to leave me in a bad spot for tires later on.
74.
To find that balance. Team looks like might just be a little bit slower. So assume there should be at least one spot we can get at some point if I don't slide the car too much.
P20. That lap time was 31.70.
But a contact up ahead. 20's kind of barreling through people.
Alright, give me
22 and
You're
the
on right
21
side.
both looks like they may or may not have gotten
Keep it
muscle
together, hold
out
your
of the way
line.
by the 20.
Still there. Clear fine. Coming up on your...
Just got into the 21, he
Still
keeps
there.
it together,
Left side
so
line's clear.
lifted. I go all the way to dead last. Just wanted them to gather it up.
That was 32.52.
Sorry about that contact, 21. So yeah, dead last on the track, but I'd rather run people as clean as I can, gain some respect, than barrel through them for stupid spots. Anytime,
Jake, the next
thinking
car is Roth.
should be able to catch up to the 20, so not when I do that though. That's the stuff I gotta avoid. I need to go back to school on learning my judging of reference points inside the cockpit for how far I am from the wall. Everybody else pulling away.
That lap was at 32.14.
I don't know, they're all pushing harder. I'm just hoping that they're pushing too hard and I'll be able to catch up to them the back half of the race. And like I'm also entering 3 a little too shallow, which is going to load up the right front too much.
Your lap time was 31.95.
It's a little late, so slight tap of the brakes to try to get
21st.
the set. Yeah, I am probably the slowest car on the track at the moment. Very clear that I need to go to school hardcore, learn how to drive these things again. We'll blame it on the rust of not running in like 8 weeks or something, but
That lap was at
reality is it's just
32.01.
I don't have the driving skills for this split. And the reality is nobody's really a bad driver in this split either. But I guess flip side to look at it is I start at the bottom, keep learning, then I make progress the entire season instead of kind of stalling out. Starting to run a little bit quicker though than the cars up ahead, so maybe we're starting to see that tire difference. Getting a little bit closer to the halfway mark. A few laps short of it. Jumping back in on the 21, 17, 22 are
You've
running
just
side
done
by
a
side.
32.16.
See if we can get to the inside of the 21 off of turn 4.
The driver in front of us is Roth.
You got one right side. Still there.
Gives me a lane on the bottom.
He's still there. Keep
Him.
digging. Clear.
17 to 22 still running side by side. So we're not dead last on the track now. 17 gets turned by the 22. Well, there's one free spot.
Here's Clown.
Trying to get to the inside of the 22 here down the front stretch.
He's still there. Still there.
B18.
He's still there. He's still there. Clear high.
Clear the 22 off of turn 2. It's up to 18th now. 22 drove it in pretty deep into 3. Gets tight, pushes up. 17's going to work to his inside as they come off of 4. See what I can do about catching the 15 and the 20.
The gap to Anderson ahead is now 1.17.
Be halfway done next time by. This time by, I should say. Probably absolutely destroying the right front. Car can get a little slidey off the corner, so I'm sure they're heating up the right rear a little too much as well.
Okay, Jake. Halfway home. Fuel looks good.
This time by was almost a 10th quicker than the 15. And just under a 10th and a half quicker than the 20. I gotta watch that right rear. Be a little bit smoother on the throttle, not quite wide open as early.
The gap to Patter behind is now 0.90.
Only marginally quicker than the 20 that time, but a bit quick compared to the 15. So trying to close that gap down. Be a little bit smoother off of turn 4. I won't give up quite so much time. There we go. Even if it was a bit slower, I felt better about that drive off.
Okay,
backer
Jake.
cars
The
up
next car
front,
is
so
Anderson.
late race contact could
consistency.
always
Keep it up.
happen. Allow me another free spot or two. Just a little bit quicker than everybody up front. It's gonna be close if I can keep driving well. At least make it interesting. To gain a couple spots before the end.
The track temp's increasing. It's now 134 Fahrenheit.
When he's pushing, everybody's starting to fall off quite a bit. Hoping this is where I can see a little bit of that difference in terms of tires. Pulling away from the 21 and the 22 behind and closing up ahead as well. Way overshot turn 1 there. Just looking at the relative and not at my marks. Start to single file out up ahead, so that's not good for gaining time. A couple laps away from 10 to go as well.
The lap time was at 32.78.
cars looking at the top side. Making time here on the bottom, so I don't know if I want to do it, and I've never been very quick on the top side either. Colton falling back, not sure if he got contact or what. A little loose there out of turn 4. Guessing something happened to Colton, not him shredding tires that bad. Let's overdrive in turn 1. 20 start and fall back as well. To go this time by. Oh, we got a wreck up against the wall.
Renato is now leading.
Take it
That
easy
lap time
into
was
turn 1.
32.82.
More cars. So he gets the wall. Navigate through that. There's a few spots. Gave up some time to the 20 and everybody up ahead, but rather get through it safely. Now we've got 15 and Colton up ahead. It's probably the only 2 spots that I can have a shot at before the end of it, although there's another one with another car in the wall. That was the 9.
P14.
Netcode him. Hopefully it doesn't hurt the car too bad. I have no clue what I was doing there. Stupid on my part. Really stupid on my part. Should have just stayed way high to get by him.
The gap to Anderson in front is now 1.09.
Hopefully I've got enough pace to stay ahead of the 21, because we are now up to 14th. Use a little bit of brakes into turn 1, set the car, try to stay ahead of the 21. Got 15 Colton and the 20 up ahead. They're all second ahead though, so I'm going to need to gain quite a bit to get to them, and that's assuming that the 21 doesn't get by me. But she is falling male compared to me. Yeah, I'm going to assume the damaged. It's not helping my car at all. Last time by, anywhere from 10th quicker to about 3.5 tenths quicker than the cars up ahead. But he's hanging on to it. Closing back into the 20, keeping even with the 21 now.
The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 1:30.
Colton got back by the 15.
Right side.
Run here on the 20.
Hold your line. Clear outside.
Clear the 20. 21's gonna get a run here off of turn 4. Where I can go to try to stop him. 15 and Colton are side by side, up ahead into 1. One's just got
one on the inside.
better tires than I do.
Keep
No
it
sense
steady,
in
still
trying
there.
to block them.
Still there. Still there.
Let him go,
He's
stay
still
here
there.
on the
Clear on
outside.
the inside.
Okay, Jake, push now. We can catch this guy.
Before to go, it's better to work with him to try to get to the 15 in Colton than it is to work against him.
14th.
One car inside. Clear low.
Shot up the track to try to block the run from the 21. We're going to see the 21's going to get inside. If he can, I'm going to try to get there as well.
Higgins is now in the lead.
3 to go. too much throttle there in the middle of 1 and 2. Pushes me up. 15's trying to dive underneath Colton. 21's sitting there trying to figure out his way around. Trying to get the run here, see if we can get inside of Colton. 2 to go.
On your right.
2 laps remaining. The gap to Patton behind
Behind the
is now
21, see if we can get
1.24.
inside of
33.
Colton
1.14.
and the 15.
Still there. Clear up high.
Colton gets a good run on the outside. Almost contact between him and the 21. Gonna go to the bottom, see if we
Coming up
can
on your
run underneath him.
Keep it steady. Still there. Clear outside.
Alright, clear him. Puts me to 13th.
B13. White flag. 1 more to go.
Last time around. Last shot.
The track temperature's
Either
decreasing.
the 15
It's now
or the 21.
126 Fahrenheit.
Don't think it's gonna happen. Work the inside as best as I can. That's where I've been all race long. It's not quite there. So we bring it home in 13th. I will still take that.
13th place. Well done, mate. Good finish.
Yeah, stupid mistake on my part with the 9. Don't know why I went as high as I did.
Good news
Or
is I
did
missed
go.
the wreck. Bad news is I fell far enough behind.
Let's see
Just couldn't
how
quite
bad the
get through.
tires were. Get the overlay off, take a look at everything. Tires were 57.65, 297, 274. Center temps, not very good at all. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, some of it I'm sure was trying to get through everything. Looks like nobody's posted tires yet. So we'll take a look at what all happened. Where was... so it looks like it was netcode, but... So let's go up forward. See what happened between the... I don't know what happened to the 9. Ah, okay. So we've got the 9, the 16, and the 5. Let's back this up a little bit. So 9's running on the outside of the 16, 16's blinking. They run side by side. 5's also blinking behind. 9 gets loose there, tries to save it. Okay, wow. Alright, so in the process, 9 finally catches himself. He's working to the bottom. The 16 is trying to come back up onto the racing surface. The 5's working his way down, so the 5 makes contact with the 16. Also, netcode slash a little bit of contact between the extreme left rear of the 9 and the 5. That gets all 3 of them every which way. So the 5, 16 go around. 9's there. How he saves it, I mean, great job by him for keeping it going. Those tires are going to be hot and miserable, but a great save by the 9. You can see everybody taking advantage of that. 9's car's hurt. His car's hurt as well as, you know, off the pace from saving it, so killed all the momentum. Everybody's working by him. Let's see what happens here on the front stretch. So 20 just misjudges, I'm going to assume. I knew the 20 was just blowing through. Yeah, I don't think he understood how slow the 9 was. It looked like we go inside the cockpit. I'm guessing last minute he jumped on the brakes. He lifted, he didn't really jump on the brakes. So that sent him around. So then 9's slow on the front stretch, then pulls it down to the bottom as we're all coming by. Like, pulls it, sees Colton and the 15 coming, then jacks it back to the right to avoid them. Colton's like all kinds of out of shape on the apron. And then, I don't know. It was netcode, honestly. Yeah, that was netcode between the two of us. So I saw him pull, jumped on the brakes, and just tried to pull to the right. I should have just pulled up higher, faster. But, you know, 4X, that had I not pushed it so close, would have avoided, and probably would have avoided if there was any damage with the car. But yeah, I'll take a bunch of free spots out of that. I want to look at the 20, because I think he blasted into somebody earlier than that. I don't remember where he blasted into somebody, but I thought he did. Let's see what happened to Colton, how he fell back. Almost looks like he just killed the tires. He qualified 10th? He's up one spot. Yeah, it looks like he just hurt the tires, maybe. This is the point where everybody goes by. So the 2 blasted into the 16. That's how we got a spot there, too. Wow. Yeah, so I don't know. I'll have to go watch Colton's race and see what he said happened to him, if he just killed tires or what it was. Doesn't look like anybody put tires in here, so yeah, like I said, bad that I got a 4X out of it when I should have just stayed way higher and avoided that. Rookie mistakes. Would like to say again, that's just, you know, breaking the rust off, but that's unforgivable at my iRating, so we'll try to avoid that going forward. 7 spots, you know, pretty much all free spots, couple spots on the speed. I don't know. Don't do dumb stuff. Don't do that. Probably stay ahead of the 21 and the 15. And I don't know. I don't think we had a shot at the 8 for the top 10, but yeah, I think we could have picked up a couple more spots. That helped out the iRating, but you know, still well ahead of what I wanted to be at. I was happy with, you know, a 15th place finish, so almost to the top half. So can't complain about that for terrible qualifying effort and you know, kind of being stuck in the back to back. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that one. Definitely go check out Colton's channel, get some other views, as well as, you know, a lot of ideas on pace that I don't necessarily have, as well as being responsible and safe out there. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that one, and I'll try to get as much practice in as I can for week 2, and hope that results get a little bit better. So love to hear from you guys, and until the next one, I hope all your laps are fast, your races are clean, and your finishes are good. Thanks for watching.